In a single week, we saw AI make headlines in education, teacher training, and accessibility. But these aren't just tech updates, they're signals of where the future of learning is headed. From billion-dollar investments in higher ed, to hands on AI training for teachers, to game changing accessibility updates for blind users, this week proves that AI is no longer optional in education. Let's explore the three big AI developments shaping classrooms and accessibility this August. The first article we'll be looking at is by Reuters, and the title is Google Commits $1 billion for AI Training at Universities in the United States. The article starts off by saying, Google on Wednesday announced a 3-year, $1 billion commitment to provide artificial intelligence training and tools to U.S. higher education institutions and nonprofits. More than 100 universities have signed onto this initiative so far, including some of the nation's largest public university systems, such as Texas A&M and the University of North Carolina. Participating schools may receive cash funding and resources, such as cloud computing credits towards AI training for students, as well as research on AI-related topics. The billion-dollar figure also includes the value of paid AI tools, such as an advanced version of the Gemini chatbot, which Google will give to college students for free. Google hopes to spread this program to every accredited nonprofit college in the United States and is discussing similar plans in other countries. Senior Vice President James Mnyika said in an interview he declined to specifically say how much Google is earmarking in direct funds to external institutions relative to footing its own cloud and subscription bills. The main thing that we can take away here is AI is becoming core in higher education. We can definitely see in this article it shows such a big company like Google investing over $1 billion, not just for now, but over 3 years to help sustain AI in this space. The schools who adopt it early will shape how the next generation of learners research and solve problems. The next article comes from the Northeastern Global News. The article is called New Northeastern Initiative Prepares STEM Educators for Effective AI Integration into High Schools. The article starts off by saying, as artificial intelligence transforms how people work and learn, Northeast University has launched a new initiative to help STEM educators bring AI into high school classrooms. This summer, Northeastern welcomed its first cohort of Massachusetts teachers and administrators to a professional development program focused on integrating AI in high school education. This new initiative is funded by the National Science Foundation. The program equips educators with knowledge, tools, and support to help students thrive in an AI-driven world. When students have careers, they're going to be using it in lots of different ways, says Matt Costa, Director of STEM Disciplines at Revere Public Schools. So how can we thoughtfully build it up? That's why Bateman and Costa joined the Northeastern program. It aims to provide STEM educators with the skills and time to engage critically with AI tools and with each other on how best to implement them. All this boils down to is that educators are the gatekeepers. Giving them time and space and support to explore AI critically is just as important as giving them the tools themselves. Feel free to write down in the comment below if you have an institution or a specific group that you go to that is leading initiatives like this. Do you think it would be beneficial in your area? And the last article that we'll be focusing around is called Apple's iOS 26 Unlocks Accessibilities for Blind Users. This is not necessarily AI news in the context of it being used in the classroom, but this is in context of it being used on an everyday basis. And I think it's important that we cover accessibility because as we talk about AI, we talk about the different niches and how individuals can become left behind if AI is not accessible to all. The article starts off by saying Apple's iOS 26 introduces groundbreaking accessibilities for blind iPhone users, empowering them with smarter Siri, refined voiceovers, and advanced Braille integration. June's Apple Worldwide Developers Conference clarified a variety of updates that will take place for iPhones and other Apple products, beginning within months of iOS 18, then continuing with Apple's headline-grabbing shift to iOS 26 later this year, and expanding with future versions of iOS 26 throughout 2026. As if often the case, the order of specific updates may change. This article is meant to describe changes to Siri, VoiceOver features, and Braille display integrations for users who are totally blind or have low enough vision that they choose to use features geared for blind so that they can do less visual reading. True innovation isn't just about speed and power, it's also about inclusion. And from this small snippet, we can see that iOS 26 shows that designing for accessibility is designing for everyone. It's also important to note that these changes that are being done through Siri or VoiceOver, they're being accompanied by AI technologies within Apple's phones. So that's a way how technology and AI built into physical technology can also benefit individuals. From billion-dollar investments to inclusive tech updates, one thing is clear: AI and education are merging faster than ever, and accessibility must be at the heart of it. Stay informed, stay critical, and keep teaching forward. Check out Curriculum Edge's free tools, and thank you so much for watching.